brought to you by CCT.
We understand that you cannot come to the store and encourage you to stay at home. If you need assistance with bill payments, top ups, or troubleshooting, we are here to help. Call us at 444-4444 from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. daily, or visit our website at www.cctbvi.com. Click Top Up Here or My CCT for top up or bill payments. Social distancing with CCT.
Viewers, this is Jovan Wilson here with another 284 exclusive. Today, unlike other days, we are here to celebrate a milestone, a major one that is, of course, the 25-year milestone of a brand that we've grown to know and love, no other than Umi Fashions. And of course, to speak with us today is the brain power behind it, Miss Deborah Reynolds. Welcome.
Thank you, Jovan. I'm happy to be here with you.
All
Viewers,
right.
I'm happy to be with you as well.
Awesome, awesome. So 25 years in the business. Now that is an incredible major milestone. I mean, you don't even look 25.
Yeah. Yes,
But
getting a gift certificates with you.
okay. But I mean, this is something major, Miss Reynolds. Just tell us, what does this accomplishment feel like 25 years later, an idea that came into fruition?
All right. Well, it's sort of surreal, of course, for us as a brand. It started out of a suitcase. So to see it
Wow.
come to this, literally a suitcase. I was in college years ago. I'm not gonna say how many years ago, but it would be something before 25 years.
Okay.
And just started shopping for people when I was coming home. I was in Washington D.C. and I had sisters, brothers, cousins. People would say, "Ah, hey, I like your style. Hit me up. Get me some of your fashion when you're coming down. Can you bring me some of this? Can you bring me some of that?" And I would just wheel my suitcase in on every break that I got from
Yes.
school, and
Mm-hmm.
that's how it started, right there.
All right. So basically, you were your brand because, like you said, persons were referring to your personal style and wanted you to sell them. Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Yes.
How
So
important is that, you being able to just be your own brand? Because we have a lot of persons who get into business more so to meet maybe a need, a growing or new need in the industry, but not necessarily because they love it or genuinely are into it. Clearly, you are a walking Umi Fashions. So, how important do you think that is for you to be able to fully embrace yourself?
Well, for me, especially in clothing, well, like I said, any business, but for clothing especially, you have to actually love it. It has to be like a part of you. When you walk, people have to see you
Yes.
representing what you sell. When you talk, even when you talk, should be representative of your brand. So for me, it's extremely important, and I literally live the brand. I do.
Now, I know your vibe for me plays an integral role in what you do professionally. I feel like when it comes to Umi Fashions, your personality really, really does sell the brand. And you seem to be very optimistic. Even now in these troubling times, we've seen you in many videos across probably the last couple of weeks, just remaining optimistic and hopeful. What it is that helps you to stay as positive as you are, especially in these times.
I'm gonna be honest with you. For me, just the whole outlook on life is
Mhm.
grounded in my faith in my creator, the one above.
Yes.
That's where for me, the way I was brought up, and even my interaction personally with him, it's to expect and to hope and to always have faith. Yes, you're gonna have a down sometimes, and I do. People ask me all the time, "You wake up like this all the time? Is this you all the time?" You can ask my kids. I
Yes.
can wake up for a second, and something will probably come on my mind. Listen, Jovan, by the time I check in the mirror, I check myself, I go, hey, stop it. And I try to get myself together. I get in the groove. In terms of the energy that I bring, music is a big part of my life. And I tell
Yes.
people in the morning, I listen to music. In the evening, I close my evening with music. So it all infuses into the one thing, this one big personality. And it shows, I guess, in the brand because the brand, you need a vibe to sell clothing
Yes.
for me.
Certainly. Hmm.
You need a vibe. You know what I mean? And you have to have a vibe that transcends, I mean, generations and that you have to be able to relate on all sides. And I guess my passion comes from, just as I said, the one above. And I just love life.
All right. And your personality is a perfect match for that type of business. Now, COVID-19, I think that's the word we've learned to really hate. It has, it came with a lot of unfortunate realities. But one of the things I keep mentioning to persons that I speak with is the equal opportunity that it brings. We see a lot of good things coming out of this phase. And a lot of businesses, especially, really shifting in a new direction. Now, you yourself have full blown gone into what we're now calling virtual fashion. Now we're accustomed to Umi at 5 or 5 ish. On Fridays, something certainly that the BVI and beyond we look forward to see what's trending, what's hot. So we tune in every week to Umi Fashions. Now it has shifted into a new direction, a virtual show. Tell us about that transition and how interesting it has been compared to what we're normally accustomed to.
All right. Well, as you said, COVID is something that we learned to hate, of course, but there's the upside to it. Um, as soon as we realized that social distancing was going to become a major part of our lives going forward, we jumped on it. My daughter was the first one. She said, "Hey, Ma, we have to get a website." She started creating the website in no time. I mean,
Oh,
just
wow.
in time for the first Saturday after the first lockdown period. And then now we knew that our anniversary was coming up. It was months before we've been planning this fantastic show. We had
I know.
all the
Yes.
pieces put together, looking at all the old models. We had talent, all the talents from before, from the States and stuff already contacted. We planned. But as we say, we plan, God laughs. So we realized that after what was happening, the entire place was locked up. We said, you know what? We still have to go ahead and do something for the anniversary. And together we put our heads, together and came up with just doing a virtual fashion show. And for me, it was tricky at
Mhm.
first because now you have to have the clothing delivered and that kind of stuff to
Yes.
people and that kind of stuff. And you have to make sure everything is in place. You have to give them the vision, explain to them how you want it to be done. But let me tell you, everybody came on board. They
Yes.
did their thing, and I am most grateful to everybody. Customers came on board with us, the
Hmm.
models came on board, and we're just happy that they accepted the challenge. And this for us is where we're gonna have to take it for now, and we're ready. We're ready to do it.
But don't you agree that this is a step in the right direction, even beyond COVID-19, that we have this other option to explore?
It's the perfect thing. I read something this morning. Case in point, I read something this morning on the under the fashion show post where this young lady was saying she's never been to a fashion show in her life. She's never seen a fashion show, Umi fashion show. She's heard
Hmm.
about it, but was never interested. She saw the virtual fashion show. She said, "Miss, y'all have to keep doing these." She really enjoyed it in the comfort of her home.
Yes.
She enjoyed it, and she was saying we have to do many more. So that for me, as well as all the other comments, says that this is perhaps a blessing in disguise that we're doing it this
Absolutely.
way.
I completely agree with you. It is a joy to watch. Now,
And it's
viewers,
cheaper.
go ahead.
And it's cheaper.
And it's cheaper.
No stage, no lighting, no whole thing. And it came together.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it comes with a lot of deals for those of you who do not know. Now, as it relates to the virtual fashion show we've been speaking about, viewers, if you missed the video, we're going to go to a quick clip on Umi's Fashion's virtual fashion show, of course, to commemorate her 25 years in business. Let's watch.
Now walk, walk, now walk. Stroll down the runway, another paint day, cover of magazines. And when they see me, they wanna be me. I am the fantasy. Come on, girl, put the bass in your walk. Head to toe, let your whole body talk. Come on, girl, put the bass in your walk. Head to toe, let your whole body talk.
In the afterlife, you could be headed for the serious strife. Now you make the scene all day, but tomorrow they'll be held to pay. In the afterlife, you could be headed for the serious strife. Now you make the scene all day, but tomorrow they'll be held to pay. People listen attentively, I mean about future calamity. I used to think the idea was obsolete until I heard the old man stamping his feet. Beauty, talent, fame, money, refinement, top skill and brain. But all the things you tried to hide will be revealed on the other side. The afterlife, you could be headed for a serious fight. Now you make the scene like the furnace, but tomorrow
Wade in the water. Wade in the
Our viewers, that was the virtual fashion show, of course, commemorating 25 years in business. If you're now tuning in, we are with the CEO of Umi Fashions, Miss Deborah Reynolds, speaking all things Umi Fashions. Now, Miss Reynolds, one of the things I really love about your brand, and I think majority of the BVI can attest to this, is the fact that you're really able to cater to fashion that transcends generations. And what I mean by that is, um, my mom can get come in and get something. I can come in and get something. My dad can. My boyfriend can. And it really speaks to your ability to be versatile. So tell us, how important is it? Do you think how important it is to be flexible in your offerings, especially in a time like this?
All right. Well, our tagline for the brand itself is Umi Fashions fit for any lifestyle, as you know, and that means we fit for anybody, anything you do, any age group, and that's why we decided, as you know, we branched out into different stores, and that sort of stuff. But the main thing is fashion is fashion. I tell people there's no age written on. I mean, some things are a little beyond some your age, but in terms of a dress I tell people there's no age. Try it on. There's some way you can probably put it together with a jacket, put it together with something. But I believe that fashion transcends time, it transcends generation, it transcends. Look at what we're wearing now. We're back to bell bottoms.
Yes,
We're back.
they're
Can you
recycled
imagine?
almost.
There you go. So it's a cycle, it goes right around. And I believe in adapting. And that's what we do. We adapt. I have my kids, as I said to people, they're young people. And they are a big part of the creativity and the engine behind Umi. They tell you, they go, Ma, then I go, yeah, but that's for me. Then they go, okay, well, this is for us. And that helps. That helps.
Yes,
I'm
and
open to,
uh-huh.
go ahead.
Yes, I'm sure there's a lot of versatility in there, but just listening to you, I know for sure that they learned from the best. One of the things I love, we used to love about the Umi fashion brand is the Umi Ultimate Makeover. Now, I might be pushing the envelope by asking, but is there any ideas, I don't know, anything in the grapevine to suggest that maybe the makeover might be coming back?
Yep. Just before we were locked in, we were actually, the team of us had gotten together already to get it back on stream. We had people nominating people already to have them made over. So now we're going to have to adapt. and find a way to fit in with what's happening. But trust
Mhm.
me, it will be back. It was a big part for us. It fulfilled a major part
Oh,
of the dream of
absolutely.
the brand in terms of transforming lives and just
Yes.
making people happy. And
Mhm.
that we have to get back to that, and we are going to get back to it.
Now, I know a lot of people look at clothing as, just clothes, but for me, it really ties into, I mean, overall, your appearance really ties into your mood. And in a time like this, one of the conversations we've had over the course of the last few weeks is the importance of a hairstyle or a haircut. A lot of persons were saying, oh, hair salons should be made essential. And of course, there are persons on both sides of the coin as it relates to that, but it really ties into a bigger picture of appearance and how that makes you feel. How do you feel about that?
Appearance is important. I say it all the time. It's the first thing. It's the first things that communicated
Mm-hmm.
about you. You walk into a room, and even before you open your mouth, it's natural. People look you
Yes.
up, they look you down, and women tend to say it doesn't matter. You do what you want, and I do. I tell people dress the way you feel, but
Yes.
what I'm saying to you is dress the way you feel. But your appearance, you always want to make sure that when you walk into a room with a major smile, that's a smile is part of your appearance as well. I tell people it's part of
Yes.
your outfit. So yes, and for me, when I dress up, and I'm not just saying dress up in my style. You don't have to follow my style, but
Right.
when you dress up in your own style and what makes you comfortable, the confidence that you gain with that,
Yes.
it says a lot, communicates a lot to people for you. It does a
All
lot.
right. So you have styled everyone almost, including myself. But really been able to reach across the spectrum and style from the young to the not so old. In the British Virgin Islands and beyond, but I'm sure there are at least a few, a handful of persons who you're probably honored to say, listen, I am so happy I had the opportunity to work with this person. If you had to pick three, who would it be?
One, Chris Collins, of course, the Tommy Hilfiger model that was, I mean, the face of Tommy Hilfiger for so many years. It
Wow.
was a pleasure styling him. He came in for one of our fashion shows, one of the major fashion shows that we had. Another person that stands out for me in terms of styling, and people may look at it as not so important, but it is for me. I don't know if you know Matthew, who um, Matthew is a guy that's on the road and stuff like that. I like,
Yes,
you know
I do.
him.
Yes.
Can I just tell you? People may look at me like, I do. You know why? The fact of, when I see his face,
Yes.
when you say, put this on put this on with this, he has his own
Lights
style.
up.
It lights up. And for me, that is so fulfilling. So that would be
Yes.
my number two, perhaps.
That's
And
awesome.
then another person that I really enjoy styling, I like styling my family. I love styling all of them. But one that I really like styling is my sister Lorna Smith. You know why? Because she actually, whatever you give her, as long as it's something that she thinks would, she's open to it. She's open to trying new stuff, and that for me is important. So those would be my top three.
And I feel like that's the mindset you have to have when it comes to fashion. And I think for me, she's a fashionista in her own right. So I
Sure, sure.
personally am inspired by her sense of style. So that is so awesome. Now the BVI's economy, as we know it, has been severely impacted. And when we think about the business community, especially impacted by the imprint of COVID-19. Again, we've been forced to adjust our sales to the winds of change. A lot of new things are happening, but it has really crippled us to a great regard as we think about the economic impacts of it. Um, we have seen the adjustment. We are seeing your adjustment. Many businesses in the BVI have also retooled, repurposed to meet new demands. But as a business owner and as a part of that community, what do you want to say to other business owners who may need to do the exact same thing, adjust?
All right. First thing I'm gonna say is have your moment. It's okay to be worried. You're human, but right after that, you wanna sort of remember your vision of your business. It's your passion, it's your brainchild. You have to find ways to adapt. So I myself, I had my moment last week. I had my moment, but
Right.
I'm already sitting with my team. Involve your employees. I'm telling people to do that.
Yes.
I mean, don't try to do it on your own. Involve them. We've had our meetings. We're asking them, what do you think is best to do? Involve your customers. I am doing just that. Where do you see us going? What do you think we can do to make it easier for you to shop? What's best
Right.
for you? You
Mhm.
ask questions. Ask questions. It's okay. But if it's important to have faith at this time, but it's also important if you're worried a bit, don't let anybody knock you for it. It's okay. It's okay, but let's just get moving. And as I said, ask questions, start seeing where you can streamline if you have to, do whatever you must. But as long as it's your passion and it's something you want to take forward with you, pray about it, keep it moving.
I fully agree with you. Your gifts for me always make a way. It will find a way to carry you through. And I think,
Thank you.
like you said, once you're passionate about it, we're gonna get to the next stage. Now I have to ask you, 25 years in the business. I mean, this is the whole reason why we're here. That's a long time to be in business. I'm sure you survived many phases, including hurricanes Irma and Maria, and so many other things. But how did you do it? And also, what advice would you give to somebody your age when you started? Of course, that was a few years ago. We wouldn't know for sure because you still look the same. But what advice would you offer to young people looking into the idea of becoming an entrepreneur in the British Virgin Islands?
Um, I had a discussion with a young person this morning. I actually told her I was giving up idea for a business. She was saying, "Oh my God, it's kind of not so good right now." And I'm gonna say what I said, exactly what I said to her. If it's your passion, if
Yes.
it's something you love, because that's important. People jump into business just to jump into business. Make sure it's something you love. If it is your passion, yes, of course, you pray about it, and then once you do your research, move forward with excitement and energy.
Yeah.
Once you do your research, move forward with excitement. I'll say it again, and energy.
Yes.
Very important. You are going to have a lot of naysayers. You're going to have a lot of outside noises telling you, girl, please, what? Come on. Again, passion. Once it's your passion, it's going to be a driving force. It's going to take you forward. Do what you have to do. Don't be discouraged by what's happening. Yes, of course, you have to be cognizant of the fact, you have to be wise, of course. But if it's something that's within and it's burning for you to do, go forward, do it. This is also a time you never know. You never know. This could be the time for you to start your business and do what you have to do.
Well, viewers, you've heard it from one of the best in business here in the British Virgin Islands, Deborah Reynolds, the CEO of Umi Fashions, a brand that we all know, a household name, and now one that has truly transitioned to meet the new needs of our economy. Ms. Reynolds, on behalf of myself, Team 284 Media, and I can safely say the BVI, a hearty congratulations to you, and of course, best wishes in all your future endeavors.
Thank you very much, Jovan. Thank you very much. And keep doing what you do. I'm enjoying what you're doing. Keep it up.
Thank you so much. All right, viewers, another 284 Media exclusive here celebrating the thriving business culture here in the British Virgin Islands. I'm Jovan Wilson, and this has been my pleasure.
In the final analysis, we have two options: stay inside and create memories that will last forever, or go outside and say goodbye to those memories. We're not stuck inside, we're safer inside. The time is now to unite, embrace, and love each other from a distance. Show the world and the people in it just how much they mean to you by keeping your distance. It may be difficult, but necessary. Let's reintroduce humanity and heart to all homes. While we can't enjoy the sun, sand, and sea, let's take this time to remember why we are nature's little secrets. Stay inside, and when it's over, we would all be better, stronger, and we would all still be together. With self-discipline and patience, we can overcome. We are, have been, and will always be VI Strong. A message from your team at 284 Media.